So Steve Aoki is helping to hasten the defeat of aging. Steve Aoki, if you don't know, is a musical artist. He has about 6.5 million Twitter followers. He has his organization, the Aoki Foundation. In late 2016, he had an event which was a fundraiser for the Buck Institute for Research on Aging and the SENS Research Foundation. And if you don't know, the SENS Research Foundation is an organization founded or co-founded by Aubrey, who wrote the book Ending Aging, The Rejuvenation Breakthroughs That Could Reverse Human Aging in Our Lifetime. Aubrey is, I believe, the Chief Science Officer of the SENS Research Foundation. And again, Steve Aoki, the fairly famous EDM, or electronic dance music producer, creator, had a fundraiser which was supporting the Buck Institute for Research on Aging and the SENS Research Foundation. So I would encourage you to go on Twitter, send Steve Aoki a tweet thanking him for supporting research that could eventually lead to the defeat of aging. Also, I would encourage you to gently and politely encourage Steve Aoki to hold more fundraisers for the SENS Research Foundation and the Buck Institute for Research on Aging. You can follow the SENS Research Foundation on Twitter. They're at SENS Tweet. The Buck Institute is at Buck Institute, I believe. And then Steve Aoki is at Steve Aoki. And I believe Aoki Foundation is Aoki Foundation on Twitter. So I would encourage you to follow all them. You can tweet to the Aoki Foundation, again, thanking them for having a fundraiser for the SENS Research Foundation and the Buck Institute for Research on Aging, and also, again, gently and politely encouraging them to hopefully have more fundraising events for organizations that could eventually lead to the defeat of aging. And if you're not familiar with SENS, SENS stands for Strategies for Engineered Negligible Senescence. It is a set of theories about how we might be able to stop and reverse and defeat aging. I hope you read the book Ending Aging by Aubrey and Michael Ray. It talks about SENS research and SENS. And again, the whole point of this video is to talk about Steve Aoki and how he is helping to hasten the defeat of aging. Organizations that are trying to bring about the defeat of aging are significantly underfunded, so having fundraisers by celebrities and artists is a good thing. We also need to have government funding increased for this sort of research as well. So as a side note, I would encourage you to write to, tweet to, call, talk with your lawmakers, your legislators, and request that they help to raise funding, public funding, for research related to the potential defeat of aging, to help fund organizations like the SENS Research Foundation and the Buck Institute, and any other organization that is attempting to do serious research related to defeating aging. So again, please do tweet to Steve Aoki or the Aoki Foundation and thank them. Send them a thank you note about having the fundraiser last year, and perhaps also gently and politely requesting that they have more fundraisers for organizations like the SENS Research Foundation. If we would have more celebrities and influencers donating money to, helping to raise funds for, and advocating for organizations like the SENS Research Foundation, the Methuselah Foundation, and the Buck Institute for Research on Aging, then that would be a good thing. So, go listen to Steve Aoki's music. It's good music. Check it out. Check out the Aoki Foundation and look at what they did. It was late 2016. It was like November. I think it was November 2016. Might have been December, in which the fundraiser was put forth by the Aoki Foundation. So check that out as well if you're curious. And hopefully there'll be more fundraisers by Steve Aoki and various other influencers, musicians, artists, and celebrities, so on and so forth. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I want to give kudos to Steve Aoki. If you ever watch this video, Steve Aoki, again, thank you. I'm saying thank you for helping to hasten the defeat of aging through your Aoki Foundation efforts. And I'll end it there. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, watch my other videos, visit my website, and have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, or night, wherever and whenever you may be. Cheers.